All right, Shadow, pick up. Which one? That one? Hey everyone, welcome.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Welcome to the show.
Welcome, everybody.
I forgot to put my lantern on, Mr. O. We're almost done with summer. I'm going to have a fall one here soon.
So,
Fall.
what are you drinking, Banshee?
Oh, it's funny you should ask, Mr. O. Oh, hot. I'm drinking my lemongrass green tea. What about you?
Why, look at that. I am too. Well, I'm drinking the same cup. It's a different tea.
Different tea.
And this is courtesy of a good friend of ours.
Mama T, thank you.
Thank you, Mama T.
I already had this cup, and when she sent the other one, it was perfect because I felt so guilty about not buying Mr. 012, and so now he has his own. Woohoo!
I'll drive
Hey,
myself
Gina.
to madness, but it's not a silver spoon.
So thank you, Mama T.
Thank you, Mama T.
We are a perfect match now, Mr. O.
Yes. I just gave a little Eagles kind of shout out to Gina,
Yeah.
who has joined us. Did you
I
hear
saw
me?
that.
Did
What
you
didn't
hear me?
hear it? What'd you do?
I said I drove myself to madness, but it wasn't with a silver spoon.
Am I supposed to know those words? Uh-oh.
Gina, give it to her. Give it to her,
From
Gina.
which song? Is that from the hotel one? Dang. I can't remember everything.
It's Witchy Woman.
Okay, I can't remember anything. Oh, it's Witchy Woman. Okay. Also, joining us is Zen Cat, which Mama T also got for me. This is so awesome. I really like it. Thank you. So wonderful of you and perfect. I have a feeling Zen Cat will be appearing a lot on our happy hour show.
That was Zen. This is Meow.
And of course I got a new pendant, which is also very nice. So fantastic. Gold Dust Oberon. Well, he wins in the Memory of Song Lyrics Award and many other things that I can never seem to remember.
Who knows anymore?
So, this is an exciting week. 2 days. 2 days until my car contest. I just got the waiver forms we have to fill out for, to say that we are COVID safe, and also the rules, for the day, because they are requiring masks at the event, which I think is good, because I'm sure there'll be a number of people there, because I believe the finalists are allowed to bring one person with them. So Mr. O will be joining me.
I'm your lodestone.
My lucky charm.
I am magically delicious.
Okay. Yes, you are, Mr. O.
So, how about that card for the collector?
How about it? I haven't even written the list yet. I'm so excited. Just so many things going on.
Slacker!
Also, maybe we should say right now, right before we start, Mr. O's mom is home from surgery, and I'm going to let Mr. O tell a little story quickly about his mom at the surgery, because it is so his mom.
It is so my mom.
Yep.
And to some degree, it's a little bit of me and maybe another sibling. When we have anesthesia during procedures, things happen.
Funny things.
With me, it's most likely that I'm just not going to wake up very quickly.
Oh, no,
But
you got the nurses laughing that one time.
Well, that one time, yeah. But, maybe you should tell that story first.
No.
But, no, I guess my mom was put under for her procedure, and the doctor who's performing the procedure, I guess, they're all a hotshot when they walk into the OR, he starts singing a song. I don't know what the song was, but This was from the nurse who was attending my mom, the anesthesiologist nurse. And my mom apparently hears him singing, and she goes, "Hey, don't quit your day job." And everybody in the OR, I guess there were a couple other nurses or personnel there, they just all cracked up. That is so my mom.
They thought she was out. I mean,
They really thought she was out. She was supposed to have been.
So anyway, funny story. And so Mr. O's mom.
Do you want me to pull it?
Oh, you know what? I want you to shuffle it. And then I
Are you
want
sure?
me to pull it this time.
Okay. Hi, Patton.
Hello, Patton. So I'm bringing home hopefully a new car on Saturday, of
Hello there.
course, when I win it. That's why he has to come with me, because we need somebody to drive my car or his car back when I win my car.
Oh, you mean you'll let me drive the new car and you'll drive my car back?
No.
No, that's not going to happen.
Well, maybe if it's the one time you drive that car.
We'll see about that. After all, my believing in you're gonna win and letting you spend all those monies on tickets and things, it's gotta be worth something to me.
All right, wait a minute. I want that top one, but Sonny.
Wants to bite your hand?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Boy, it's a card after my hermit heart.
Solitude.
So, and yes, if I didn't mention it clearly, I think I did, Denise Lynn, Sacred Destiny Oracle. So this one's Solitude, and that's called Sacred Island. And so what it says, the sacred landscape wants you to know, spend some time alone. In your life, this means to take your own counsel, rather than relying on the opinions and dictates of others. Break away from the crowd. Be on your own. This card also speaks of self-resourcefulness, self-reliance, and tenacious individuality. Oh, I like that. If you are working on a project, trust your instincts and follow your own lead. Your creativity is at its peak. Let it flow. If you are in a relationship that is disempowering, this card suggests that it's time to step away. Take time to reassess your life. In solitude, you will thrive. This card also suggests safe haven, a sacred room for incubation and self-transformation. Wow, it is very much in line with the Hermit card. Maybe a little bit less emphasis on, like a spiritual journey, but obviously that's what you can do in solitude as well. But it's also, this card is speaking of an individual and being your own voice and not letting others dictate your path to you. Be your own person.
So to answer that question, Patton, I think there's kind of like a generic temporary thing that happens. Normally you do have to, go ahead and notify the company, but you need to have, the vehicle numbers and all that stuff. And this is a promotional thing. So I think there's probably some waiver or some generic automatic one. But yeah, that'll be the first thing we'll have to take care of. Absolutely.
It is a Buick Encore GX, Gina. That's what it is. It's, what do they call them? Like I don't know if they call it a subcompact SUV, but it's, it's an SUV. And I do have the choice of taking the car or cash. So we've been going back and forth on this a lot. We could definitely use a new car because our car is both our cars are over 10 years old now.
Mine's close. It's 9.
Oh. Okay. I thought it was over 10. I'm sorry. So mine is definitely over 10. And so I guess we don't know. I don't know if this could be a spur of the moment decision. We are leaning car. We are team car
yeah,
mostly.
I think so. Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Because it would be a great load off our mind to not have to have to get a car somewhere along in our fixed income retirement years, and to have one to see us through. for more years.
I like that comment. Ursula strikes in the OR.
Yes, it'll be a good travel card, Gina, to
On some road trip, maybe out
to
east,
meet people.
To meet, people who are nice and stuff.
We shall see what the future holds.
Have a wedding license just in case.
Yeah, so that's going to be from, if anybody is sending luck energy my way, I have to be there at 10, and I think the contest...
10 hour time.
Yeah, 10 Eastern Standard Time in the U.S., and I think I have to be there to sign in at 10, but the contest itself is probably going to be between the noon and 1 o'clock hour, I get the feeling.
So hopefully they'll be able to entertain me while I'm waiting there.
He's already bored with the idea, and I'm thinking this will be great. Radio personalities, they'll be doing live radio. It's going to be fun.
Hey, can I pimp for TFT?
I think we can. If they talk to me when I'm signing in, or if I get to talk to the DJs, I'm certainly going to tell them we live stream tarot, because I know one of those DJs is into that. So.
Well, I did do a radio gig before. Oh, that was nearly 30 years ago. I read tarot for 2 or 3 weeks on a Friday night.
All right, our apologies for going on and on here.
But you know what? We're good at it.
And you would think that I'd be writing the list as we did that, but no. So, Mr. O, do you want to talk about what we're doing tomorrow?
Sure.
Well, I'm writing the
list. But I thought that was like later. Oh, that.
Yeah. Hey.
We're doing another happy hour. That's right, everyone. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. We are going to do our 1 hour happy hour. First come, first serve. 1 card per person. A positive, uplifting message from Spirit. You can't miss. No bad readings allowed. So join us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Of course, there will be, the usual, Twitter, YouTube notifications on that. But check that out.
Well, they did it different ways over the years, Gina. It's hard for me to say what they're going to do. They did what they did one time was you were on certain of the DJ's teams while they played a Family Feud kind of game. And whichever team was the winner of that, or whatever radio personality was the winner of that game, their team was in the final part for the drawing. And then I don't know if they were given keys and one opened the car, but I think they do it different ways. We might just get whittled down a certain way and then everybody gets keys and whichever one opens the car gets the car.
We'll take almost any appropriate lucky thing.
Because we don't know what to expect. They haven't said. So they're a fun radio crew, actually. So I'm going to really enjoy this.
We don't believe sacrifice at an altar is necessary, but no. Basically.
I have not sold my soul to anyone for the car, by the way. So just saying.
All right.
All right. So I think I've got the list. It's a short list pattern. I have you on the list if you want a reading, but if not, that's okay. Just let us know. So we have Angel Mary is first, and then Acel, Mama T, Deep Shika, Gina, and Patton.
Usual slow Thursday night. So while we're waiting for Angel Mary, I'm going to mention that I have the usual 3 decks. I have my Nefertari Tarot. That's the 8 of Wands. And then I have the Adrian Tarot.
I love that deck.
Handsome looking Page of Cups.
I see that deck, I just wonder why I don't have it.
You gave this one to me, didn't you?
I know. That's another one I gave you.
Well, because too many Pips cards and you didn't like the Pips,
Maybe that's what it was.
And then from the Tarot of the Northern Shadows. Hi, Christina.
Hey, Christina, we'll get you on the list.
The High Priestess from that deck. So those are the decks I'm using.
All right.
And I see we have Angel Mary's question.
Okay, we'll get to that, but I have to talk about my cards a moment.
Sure.
Again, I have the Mermaid's Tarot making a final appearance because summer is about over. So what is that card on that one?
That's the 3 of Swords.
Yeah. Then, I knew that was not a happy card, just by the look of it. And then I have the, oh God, the Essential Tarot, I think it's called.
Right.
It is very essential, very just the minimum ingredients of a tarot card.
And the Four of Cups.
But beautiful colors, so I'm using that one. And then I've got the Healing Light Tarot.
And the Knight of Pentacles.
And finally, I also have, I can grab one, yes, the Dancing in the Dark Tarot. Looks like death is dancing in the dark here.
The Dancing in the Dark Tarot, which is a newer one from Lo Scarbo. Really nice. I like that one.
Yeah, it is a nice deck. That might hang around a while. I might keep that one in the mix. And then we're back to the Lenormand tiles today. So, okay.
All right, Angel
We got
Mary.
Angel Mary's question. And we were going to do happy hour on Saturday, but obviously I was busy this week. So I cannot.
Should we do it as a yes or no? How do you want to do that?
Okay, so let's see what we've got. Any hope? You still haven't heard. Wow. I mean, I would assume they would tell you one way or another. They wouldn't just leave you hanging. That's really pretty amazing.
Right.
Let's use one of your decks.
Okay.
How do we want to do this? Do you want to do yes, no first?
Yeah, let's try that and see where it goes.
Okay, so I'll go over the list again because I know Christina popped in. We have Angel Mary, we have Estelle, we have Mama T, we have Deep Chica, we have Gina, Patton, and Christina.
And also we have Swaggy Star.
All
Hi,
right,
Swaggy
sure,
Star.
we'll add you to the list. Welcome. You'll be right after Christina.
So Thursday nights is a good night to come because we generally do a little less crowd here.
Yeah, it's a little less busy, so
These cards keep falling
sorry we talked a little longer than usual, but I'm very excited.
out. Indeed. And we also have Virgo Queen.
Virgo Queen.
Yes,
All right,
you
I will
can.
add you to the list, absolutely.
Hi, Virgo Queen. Thanks for coming. Thank you, everyone.
And as we can see, maybe you can't because Sunny is here, our resident
Cat.
TFT cat,
Our tarot cat.
one of 3 of our cats, who will not let us do a show without him.
Not counting this little cat here.
Or this
Not
one
counting
here.
this little cat here. Not counting the one on the banner behind me. I think we like cats, eh?
You know, and one of those DJs is a cat lover as well.
All right, so we're counting off the cards.
Yes, I left that for you this time.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Wow. Well, it's leaning towards yes, Angel Mary.
It is leaning towards yes.
And is that the 9 of Swords reversed? Did I just see that?
That's the 9 of Swords reversed.
Well, oh man. I hope this is going to be true because it sounds like it's going to happen. It's leaning that way. And it is saying to try to relax a little bit. Try to not fear so much about this. Go ahead. I'll let you go.
I also think, too, that sometimes when the card is in the other position, it really talks about us being absorbed with things that are at a distance from us that we're worried about. So turning it around maybe resolves some of that worry, saying, like, you know, relax, you know, it seems like it's going more in your favor. But I still want to also emphasize that these are things that you are concerned about that are not transpiring very near you. And so that adds a little bit of that strife or tension that you're feeling.
Right. Me and Esther all read the 9 of Swords just a little bit differently by degrees. But the thing is that I feel that it's saying that, you know, overcome your fears. One way or another, you are going to get an answer, you know. And it sounds like, since the question was you'll be selected in the final list, that it looks like it's possibly going to go through. I really don't know why they're waiting so long, though. It's really unfortunate.
Well, right, and we're about to have,
I wonder again, like I said, if maybe there's a delay and maybe we'll not get in this semester.
Right, I said that earlier too,
Right.
the last time.
So let's see.
So
what the
this
letter-
doesn't necessarily negate that. It just seems like it's really an incredibly flawed
do pull
process
up,
of informing
do
you.
pull. Ah. Well,
So we pulled two Lenormand, the Rider, and the Scythe. The Scythe's point sort of moves away from the Rider.
well, I'd like to think that's good news. It's hard for me to say here. I mean, you know, the here's one thing: the scythe cuts. So maybe what this is saying is you're going to be getting news about the cut soon. You know, if you made the final cut. So it is kind of interesting, since that was your question, that we happen to draw that that Lenormand out of the bag. But I will say that sometimes the scythe is not a happy card. So, and it's with news. In other words, I think news is coming. And, you know, the scythe is a fairly quick motion, but it's also a decisive. It just cuts right through. And so I feel that what it's saying is, you know, you are going to get the news. You're going to get the news, and it is going to be about the cut. And looking at the cards we had, and because of the way you asked the question, I want to say it is leaning towards yes, that you will make that cut.
I still feel that maybe the overall problem here is that maybe they're moving the school semester later, like they're just moving it, and it's not going to start in the fall, it's going to start in the winter. And maybe this is where all the delays are coming in. You'll have to let me know if that's what happens, if you find out what's going on. I just sort of feel this delay involves something that's more far-reaching than, you know, just saying they're having a hard time of picking a candidate. It might be about a lot of other infrastructure concerns with the university there. But that's what we have for you.
As I've said, the only other advice, you know, to offer is that if there's any way, you know, like there's that psych there, if there's any way you can cut to the chase and contact somebody there who might be able to tell you one way or another, that would be another possible aspect, you know, of that tile being here. So that's what we have for you. Good luck with that, Angel Mary.
Thanks, Angel Mary.
All right. All right, so did I add Virgo Queen to the list?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Estelle is up next.
Well, we hope we do give you hope, and we hope it does work out for you. Absolutely.
Yeah. Hang in there, Angel Mary. I'm counting on this working out. You have to let us know one way or another. So, Estelle, you are up, and then Mama T, and we got Estelle's question. Deep Shaika, Gina, Patton, Christina, Swaggy Star, and Virgo Queen.
All right, and thank you, new folks, if you're new, for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe if you wish, and check notifications.
Oh, Patton said he'll be lurking. Okay, I have you on the list, Patton, but don't worry, we'll just go by you. All right, so let me see. It's my thing.
It's a sound.
Feel about me now. Okay, what do they feel about you now? Well, let's grab the old mermaids.
So don't forget to watch my show tomorrow, The Outlook on the Emotional Exchanges, where I talk about emotional friendships, love relationships, and things of that sort. News you can use for the next week ahead. Then on Sunday, Banshee will be here with the Material Matters, and she'll do the same thing for your tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Oh, and of course,
Oh, yeah.
we're due for another modality. The sun is moving
Yeah, we are going to
into
tape that soon.
Virgo on Sunday. Yeah, I guess we will.
Yeah, because it'll be coming out on Sunday. We'll be live streaming.
If you've never seen
oh my
one,
gosh,
you should check it out because it's a unique astrological reading that's not based on the elemental qualities that signs have. It's based on the modality you fall into.
How about you all decide to make TFT Sunday a TFT day? Because there'll be Material Matters in the morning. There will be our live stream in the afternoon, and we will release sometime probably later, maybe in the evening.
I was actually thinking of releasing it Saturday night.
Oh, so it might be midnight or just before on Saturday night.
You'll find out.
Okay? Okay.
Okay, so let me focus on Estelle's question. Alrighty. Either Saturday or Sunday. We have to film it, which is probably going to be tomorrow.
We're going to be busy Saturday.
I know. Okay, Estelle.
Okay, we have the Knight of Swords reversed. We have the King of Pentacles reversed.
A lot of court cards.
And then we have the Seven of Cups reversed.
What does Alabek think about you, feel and think about you now? Well, one thing's for sure, they may be coming to some sort of conclusion or decision about a number of thoughts they might be thinking about you or about all of the circumstances. The Seven of Cups sort of suggests looking at things and maybe focusing, picking an idea. You don't agree?
Oh, no. That's right. Go on.
Okay. Do I have to finish all of them now?
Oh,
Well,
are you leaving me to tackle the court
No.
cards? I got it.
And it is interesting, you have the two court cards there. You have the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles, and they're both reversed. And so it's possible that maybe Alabek wonders if maybe you're forcing yourself, you're pushing yourself into an area maybe they don't feel comfortable with. That Knight of Swords reverse sort of seems like somebody's just charging in, and they may not be concerned with all of the effects they might be creating. Now maybe that's not necessarily you are actually doing that, but maybe they feel this way about you, that you could change things for them, or that you could come in and not have cares about what they have created. I'm just suggesting it. I don't know if that's really what that's telling me. The King of Pentacles possibly suggesting that maybe they're looking at financial material issues and they're not finding them as favorable either.
Well, I look at that Knight of Swords. Give me that Knight of Swords a minute here. I just want to look at the card a minute. You know, I look at the Knight of Swords here, and the Knight of Swords is reversed. And I feel as though they feel like they maybe regret some of the things that they've done. They may have regrets of the decision that they ultimately made to move on. But ultimately, I feel like when they made the decision they made, they really were not thinking of you at all, Estelle, and they were thinking only of themselves. I get that with the King of Pentacles for some reason. I feel there's a real kind of selfishness there, or self-centeredness there. So I almost feel like right now, I'm not sure they're really thinking all that much about you. They're focusing on, but it's like Mr. O said, they are making a decision or choice of some sort, or maybe they feel they have made the right choice for them. And regardless of what it's done for you, you know, they're content with the decision that they made. I guess when I'm seeing all of these cards together this way, that's the way I'm looking at it. And you know, I know that maybe things aren't totally happy necessarily in the relationship they may be in right now, but they just felt they had to make the decision they had to make. And they may have some regrets. I do say that. There may be some regrets. You're looking at me like, oh,
So we have from the Lenormand the ring. Whoops. Sorry about that. And the bear. Nice little panda bear. So I'm going to put those right there.
It's really interesting to me because the bear has a number of different connotations. Sometimes it can indicate a female mother type figure, but you know, it can also indicate self-empowerment, power, finances. They have a commitment, though. The ring is obviously a commitment. So, and it could be, and obviously it has the romantic connotations. I feel like they are committed to the person they're with right now.
This is what I agree, and I think that they're committed to their role in that relationship. The bear is sometimes a sign of female empowerment, and so this is saying that she feels, or she hopes to feel, empowered by this commitment to this relationship. And this could really directly tie in with that focus there of the reverse Seven of Cups, focusing on it, the commitment kind of thing there. So we disagree slightly. I sort of feel that these are what she does think now about you, because that's the way you asked the question, that maybe she feels she doesn't want you to come into that situation, and or maybe she feels she likes, or she questions, you know, where you're at material-wise. Would you provide? You know, those are just maybe things there in the back of her head. I don't know that that really relates to why she did not choose you. I'm just saying now she just looks at you and maybe feels she has set her mind where she wants to be.
Well, I think your partner, or I think your former partner, just feels that they are in this relationship, they're committed, they feel empowered by it in some way. And maybe it's just something about the marriage itself. I don't know if there's some money there, some family ties, some prestige, but they feel empowered by this relationship.
So in that sense, that could be a comparison to you too, that maybe they feel that what rewards they get material-wise from that partnership are different than what they might have had with you.
Yeah, and you know, the other thing I was thinking about the Knight of Swords here, and the Knight of Swords is reversed. You know, sometimes they make decisions in haste. You know, they make a hasty decision, like, I don't know if they really thought about this relationship before they got into it a lot, or if they just did it on a whim. But the thing is that, you know, they may have some regrets about that, but ultimately I feel like they're deriving some kind of power out of this. And they aren't going to want to let it go very easily.
So that's what we see there.
So that's what we have for you. I'm sorry I don't have better news. So, hey, Mama T, you are up. And I just love both sides of this pendant, Mama T. This is really cool. The back has kind of a feathery, it almost looks like, very wispy look to it. Both sides are really gorgeous. Show that, and then let me flip it. There.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it. And Sunny Cam. There you go. Are you happy? I have none of his toys here, I just realized, but he's doing okay. Hey, you're welcome, Estelle.
Good
General
luck.
reading from Mama T. You got a deck, Mr. O?
Yes, we'll use the Tarot of the Northern Shadows.
All right, so we were doing Mama T's reading, and after that is Deep Chica, Gina, I'm going to cross out Patton, Christina, Swaggy Star, and Virgo Queen. And are we in Virgo season already? We're going to be hitting up Virgo season soon.
Yes, that's what I noted earlier. Our modality will be Virgo.
That's right. cards is a little bent.
Yeah.
Well, this is an old deck. I mean, we've had this for a long time.
I've had it for a while.
The 90s, maybe?
I don't really remember for sure. I didn't think it was that old, but it could be.
It could be.
I thought I got it around the time of the Fed and the store, Cosmic Eye. So that would have been the early 2000s, 2005.
Okay, maybe.
So that's what I think. So almost 20 years old. Okay, so we have Strength, Major Arcana 8. Put that there. And, whoops. And then we have the reversed Page of Coins, Page of Discs. And then we have the High Priestess.
Wow. Some powerhouse cards there,
So
Mama T.
these are good, Mama T.
Well, Page of Pentacles, maybe not so much, but let's see. Do you want to start, or you want me to?
Sure. It could be that maybe you are that page there, or represented by those qualities, and then you have the other cards on the side of you. So what that means to me, as I see it, is that the Page of Coins represents maybe a message that you're not wanting to get. It may be about something you were hoping to accomplish material-wise, something you either needed to buy or allocate funding for, or somehow possess or get a hold of that. So it's something tangible. Maybe that's you just sort of feeling like you're not getting to this for some reason, but the qualities on either side seem to suggest that maybe it's really just a work in progress and still bound to happen, because you have Strength on the one side, which represents the power of a compassionate heart and how it can really affect changes, how it can really grow things, move things, challenge things, etc. The High Priestess represents maybe more the wisdom aspect of that, of an understanding of things at a kernel level that relates more to a spiritual, deeper wisdom that's not necessarily unemotional, but clearly the emotionality has its own strength. The compassion has its own strength for you in this regard.
So, I like what he said there, but I'm going to look at that Page of Pentacles. Might indicate to me that, okay, there might be maybe some disappointing financial news, or something happening that just, something doesn't come through like the way you expected or whatever. But that card in the middle is surrounded by the High Priestess and Strength. And so what I think that's trying to say, Mama T, is that, deep down, you have the answers to resolving this, whatever it is, that your gut is going to tell you, is going to know what to do, when to apply, when to assert yourself and when to lay back, when to make a move and when not to. So if there's a downturn right now, I think, hey, you have your own deck of cards. I would say to go ahead and use that, to come up with your own solutions and answers, because I think they're there for you. And I love what Mr. O said here about Strength in a way too, because when you're compassionate, when you're giving, and when you take a softer approach to things, you succeed more than putting a lot of pressure or force on anything. So I think right now, maybe your intuitive self is telling you just keep going, just take it step by step, one day at a time, one move at a time, and you will reach your goals.
Indeed. And I see Libra and Shuli has joined us.
Okay.
So we will put you guys on the list. Thank you for joining us tonight. And yes, that's good. You said that a little better than me, but I think that essentially that's true, that there is just a sense of understanding the progress happens as it happens, that you're just not going to have an immediate success, and you really have a lot of time for this to happen. So it's better that it grows this way.
So there may be some delays. There may be some slight setbacks along the way. But I think right there, that is saying that you are strong enough to persevere through that. It's nothing that's going to throw you at all because you've got it covered.
All right.
Well, you should go first. I've been going first.
I went first the second time.
Oh. I thought I did. No, I remember now. You were giving me those eyes. Like, you better pull something good.
You better do that again.
Well, maybe.
This is interesting
I
because,
love it.
Mama T, because the Lenormand has an anchor and it also has a lily. And so to me, this is saying the anchor sort of says, consider slowing down, consider staying where you're at, consider looking at what you're still doing. The lily says there's progress, but there's also evolution, or there's a maturation, or something sort of coming to its fullest, best possible expression. And so that's what this is saying, is that, like we were saying there, take it easy, don't necessarily move fast. There's still room here for you to grow and perfect things. And that's probably what the message is really take the time to still work on perfecting things. And that's your standard of perfection. You don't have to be perfect like somebody else says. You just know when it's right for you.
Well, I'm going to go a little step further here because when I see the lilies with the anchor, I feel that what this is saying is that you are progressing to finding some stability and some security in your life.
Oh,
because
wow.
an anchor, well, because an anchor not only holds you in place, it keeps things stable and secure. And so I feel that you are on your way to progressing to that. That's awesome. That's why I was so excited when I saw that combination together. Also, I'm thinking about, I know you've been searching for a new place to live. This could also be indicative of that you are going to find a place to set that anchor down. You are progressing.
That would be wonderful. Really
Yeah.
hope that's happening.
Yeah. Woohoo!
All right.
So good luck with that, Mama T.
And good luck.
Hey, Deep Shaika, you are up, and after Deep Shaika is Gina, Christina, Swaggy Star, Virgo Queen, Anshuli, and Libra Cusp.
All right.
Well, one step at a time, Mama T.
You are, and you're a wonderful person, so we really appreciate everything you do.
Okay, I'll put General Love Be reading by your name, Ashuli, but you're further down the list. We can do that. All right. All right. We'll wait for Deep Shaika's questions. Boy, Sunny is laid out here, sleepy. We've been modifying their diets a little bit because of our cat Sassy. And so they've been not eating as much because we haven't been giving them as much.
So, did we just get our next reading here?
Oh, Deep Shaika posted. Okay, got it.
All right, Deep Shaika. We have your question.
Okay. Let me grab a deck.
All right.
Here's this one. So they were anxiously waiting for me to feed them tonight.
And now you wouldn't know they were hungry at all.
I know. Well, Sunny certainly seems content at the moment. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see you drop my cards, Mr. O.
Only if you tell everybody.
All right, let's see what we have. Wow. Wow, it's a very interesting reading, Deep Shaika. You have 2 major arcana cards in this reading. And you have the first one is the Fool upright. Second one is the 2 of Pentacles upright. The third one is the Devil upright. So this is really, really interesting. And why? Because we have this 2 of Pentacles in between those 2 major arcana cards. And I kind of feel here that there's got to be a balance here. So when will you get, your question was you're struggling, when will you be able to stabilize on this job? And the interesting thing is that 2 of Pentacles is all about balance and stability. And it is upright, which means in order, I feel here, to maintain your balance and stability,
well, to me, it sort of sounds like you have to really invest yourself totally into this job at a deep level. Like, I mean, it may be
the Devil card.
Yeah, it may be saying you need to literally become obsessed with it, and I don't know how you feel about that, because I'm not sure that that's necessarily healthy. You should need to have, you know, a good sense of proportion with those kind of things. But clearly, the Fool says that this is that moment for you to do that, and that actually, to some degree, you may not be doing as badly there as you think. It may be that you're more self-conscious about some of this, and in a way, the Devil might represent that too a little bit.
Okay, so the Fool this is a new job for you. And the Fool is representative of a new adventure, you know. Sometimes the Fool is about taking risks, taking challenges, you know. So I don't know if maybe you feel like this job was a reach for you, you know, and maybe that's why you're struggling. But the Devil card in this case, you know, is saying, like he said, the Devil card can be about obsession. But let's talk about this in terms of just passion. You know, because the Devil card is also about passion. So you have to really be passionate about what you're doing here. And so it might mean that if there's some extra time you need to spend in learning the ropes, if there's some maybe extra classes you need to take or something that could improve your performance, you know, that's maybe what you're going to need to do here to balance things out.
I'm still going to go with the idea, too, that some of what the Devil means is the idea that you're self-conscious, that you're more self-aware, you're aware of what you're doing. And so it still may be possible that maybe you're just scrutinizing yourself more so than you may actually be by others. I mean, unless you know otherwise, that, you know, a boss says, well, I need you to improve, it may be more your own reflection on that, because the 2 of Pentacles does seem to indicate you are a personality that normally would know how to balance all these factors, plus your life, plus anything else that comes up. So I get the feeling like this is going to work out for you. You might just need to be a little bit more going on there, and maybe to just sort of understand some of the things we've said, because maybe it isn't really that bad, but clearly you are making progress, or you will be.
Yeah, and you know, the Devil card, it's interesting because you notice they are chained, of course, by the Devil. So you may feel right now that this job, you know, the responsibilities, whatever, are hanging very heavy on you right now. And so, you know, it is causing you to doubt yourselves and you know, make you fall into patterns, you know, a pattern of negativity here. But that balance card in the middle also indicates, you know, balance is achievable. balance is achievable here. And maybe you just need to cut yourself a little slack till you can, learn enough and get up to snuff.
Hi, Mr. Maurice Jones. We see you there, so thank you. We will give you a reading tonight.
We are doing live readings, yes. Why don't you go ahead?
So we pulled our Lenormand, and you have...
They came up before. How'd that happen?
Oh, well, but not the...
Not together.
Yeah, not together. Yeah. And so the first one is the Rider, and then we have the Bear.
So basically, I feel as though maybe you're going to hear something soon. Maybe you're going to get some news that will make you feel a lot more confident about yourself. Because the bear is about, empowerment. It's about finances, too. I don't know, it's probably too late to talk about getting a bonus or raise. So I would say in this case, this falls in line with, with what we were talking about here about self-empowerment and, feeling stronger within about this job. So I think you might actually hear something. Maybe you will get some feedback that might put your mind at ease a little bit. That's what I'm hoping this means.
I'm thinking the news could be one or two things. I'm wondering if maybe the bear represents the idea that maybe they might have a mentor for you, that they might want somebody to kind of instruct you a little bit or mentor you a little bit. But the other thing, which is even more interesting to me, is I'm actually wondering if maybe they feel you might be able to mentor somebody. And if that were to happen, then that would actually mean that they actually do think you're more valuable than maybe you've been thinking you are. So I'm thinking it's one of those two, that either you're being mentored or maybe you will be asked to mentor another employee. So I think that's very interesting. I also think it's interesting too that the 15 on this number goes along with the 15 over there, the devil.
Well, okay. The other thing is it's interesting is maybe there is eventually some potential for upward mobility in this company or where you work, because the rider is moving, and so it could be that you could be moving up there eventually. Nothing right at the moment. Obviously, this is all new to you, so take this as an adventure and try to do your best. I really feel here that balance with that Two of Pentacles right in the middle of this reading is achievable.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So that's what we have.
So good luck with that, Deep Shaika.
And Mr. Jones, thank you for subscribing. I see that.
Oh.
And we are going to go over the list right now, so we'll let you know where you're at. We have a few people in front of you.
And for all the new people who have come today, you've come on the right day, because Thursdays have been more quiet for us, so we should be able to get everybody in today.
And you're welcome, Deep Shaika.
All right, so Gina is up. She's posted her question. And then we have Christina, Swaggy Star, Virgo Queen, and Shuli, Libra Cusp, and Mr. Maurice Jones.
All right.
All right. So,
And we're just about to begin our second hour, so we think we can do this.
all right, absolutely. So, Gina, you have an interesting question there. What's going on in the Western world? Nevada and Bedhead. Well, the Oracle. Well, we could use the Sacred Destiny. We have it here. Why not?
You're welcome, Deep Shaika. Thank you.
Mr. O, I am going to ask you to shuffle and cut.
All right. I see you, Sunman.
Well, so what's going on in Nevada? Boy, doesn't that look sort of like a Nevada kind of card?
I wouldn't know.
Just has a western feel to it, the brown earth there, and
Security.
Yeah. I think in Nevada, Mr. B, Mr. Bedhead, is feeling very secure right now, feeling very comfortable in his space. And it's really funny, Gina. I looked at the bottom card just to see, and I got abundance. So I get the feeling he's very, very comfortable right now. Now, the security card is called the Firelit Cave. And so it's saying that they are very in a safe space right now. And that no matter what's happening to them in their lives, they seem to be, there's like literally a blanket of security surrounding them. They actually are being guided right now, possibly by a spirit. You can relax and let go, it says. And once you've taken measures to protect yourself and those you love, such as making sure everyone has their seatbelt on in the car, and so on, then let it go. If you have been hypervigilant lately, take a break, relax, know that all is well. So I feel like they're in a good space right now, and that they're in a good space financially as well. That's what it looks like to me.
I can't really add anything to that. I sort of, these cards don't work for me the same way, I suppose.
Well, as a tarot, yeah.
Right. I just sort of feel like there's not really a super great message here. It just sort of seems like all is well,
He may be working, he may actually be doing something or planning something that will really have a payout, something that will bring him more income. There's something very fulfilling possibly with this abundance card as well coming his way. So he looks like he's in a really good space right now.
All
Let's
right.
do Lenormand and see if anything else is up with Mr. E.
Oh, I do want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's on the move, though. He is doing something. Because there we have the stars, and we have the stork, which is about movement or change. So I don't know if he's planning on making a move like change of residence. I think it's more he's making a business move right now that I feel is going to bring him in the limelight in some way, in the spotlight.
I wonder if he's planning on a new show he's doing, or working with a new situation. Vegas, even if he's in Nevada. It's interesting. It looks big. It feels big.
It looks big. I mean, I think this does look big. So he is up to something career-wise that is fantastic.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
So that's what we have, Gina. All is well in Nevada land. Hey, Christina, you are up. It is your turn. Thanks for joining us. And then we have Swaggy Star, Virgo Queen, and Shuli, Libra Cusp, and Mr. Maurice Jones. Jones.
Thanks for all the likes, everybody. Appreciate that.
Oh, thank you much.
Got a lot of likes there. Great.
Wow, with twin boys, if you find out you're pregnant, okay. And what one stands out as to when I find out?
You're
Well,
welcome,
we
Gina.
will try to figure that out.
Oh, yeah. That used to be my specialty way back.
That used to be his specialty.
Guessing the gender of pregnancies. I was right like 80% of the time. This was before that whole medical procedure, too.
Well, even before they were using ultrasound.
Right.
Oh, are we dating ourselves? Yes, we are. Oh, dear.
So I'm going to use my Adrian Tarot. How do you want to do that? Let's do it as a 3 card.
Hey, you're welcome, Gina. Yeah, let's do it as a, well, let's do it as a 3 card first and see what we get.
Okay.
I have a feeling we'll have to do something else for the timing.
Yes, I do too.
Okay. Well, you know what? That's a yes/no question, though.
Okay.
Why don't we do a yes/no question first on if it's going to be before the year ends?
Yeah. Right, because we might need the additional cards to pick the month.
Yeah.
So basically, you're wondering if you will conceive twins before the end of the year.
And you never know, something timing-wise might show up in here. It's hard to say.
That's true.
I'll count them this time.
All right.
All right.
That better?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
It looks like it's working.
Okay.
So let's repeat some of that.
Yeah, we're going to go over this again. Okay, Christina, we decided to do a yes/no for you, and it is leaning towards.
Sorry.
It is leaning towards no. We look for aces in this reading, and we only got one ace, but it's not a definite no. So I mean, it could happen. Mr. O just made some points. I'm going to let him repeat, and then I'll go in.
Right. To me, what the basic idea was that a conception is more likely to happen after the end of the year. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not saying that that's positive. But what I do see, too, is that sometimes in some traditions, the Ace of Swords might pertain to a male birth, a male child. So it's interesting because I feel that maybe this says a male child will be conceived. But then I thought, because I don't remember if I asked you if you answered it, do twins run in your family? Is that why you believe you might have twins? Because if that was the case, then maybe that Queen of Swords is indicating that if it is twins, one is a female child and one is a male child. So I sort of feel that. I don't know that that's a positive answer for you.
I'm not going to go there, but I will say that I agree with Mr. O. It might take longer than the end of the year. That Seven of Pentacles reversed indicates to me that you are working on this. That you are definitely, working on this. The Seven of Pentacles usually shows a farmer taking a break from his work and just standing back to pause and think about his progress. But when it's reversed, you're working on something. So I feel here you're working on the process.
And Christina indicates that multiple pregnancies, multiple births are common
Okay.
or are genetically related. So
Okay.
that's interesting.
And so I feel like this is very possible. And the Queen of Swords is indicating your commitment to this. I feel
That's true too.
The Queen of Swords is very seriously pursuing, this work, this effort towards conception.
Right. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's just about the idea. It just struck me that way because of the ace. But I also agree with what she says about the Queen of Swords, is that level of commitment. And also, to me, the Queen of Swords is about precision. She's a precision thinker. That's how I look at her.
So just for the heck of it, we're going to do a double Lenormand for you, but I want to draw one right now just to look at the number of that. Wow, interesting. What is this?
The number?
January?
We got the number 5, so I guess she was wondering months, so that would be September, October, November, December, January.
Oh, you used your fingers. I was trying
Yes,
to
I
avoid
did.
that.
Well, because it's months, that's why I did it. I don't do it for
It could
adding
be
change
January.
in a
It could be
supermarket.
January.
Could be January.
So, because you can use the Lenormand, the numbers, I have
more.
decided to do it that way too, to try to find timing. Sometimes it's not always clear in the tarot. We can get seasons, often more than months, but and sometimes we can get months, days, weeks, years. But this is just a little bit more exact to me to come up with a number from the Lenormand. So I think the number 5 months, seems like it's possible. I mean, it could be 5 days, weeks, or months, but I have a feeling it's talking
The funny thing
about
is when I was
months
saying
here.
that about what I felt, I did feel like it was soon after the end of the year. I didn't think it was a long time after the end of the year. So we got 2 more Lenormand for you, Christina. There's that bear again. So we have the mice and the bear.
I think that don't stress over this is what I think it's saying, because the bear, the bear is very much a mama bear. When you think about the bear in the Lenormand, it shows a very powerful feminine mother figure. But the mice are there, and the mice are talking about stress, possibly ill health, but I really feel when I saw those two come up together, Christina, I would just say don't stress this too much. Don't overthink it. Don't overstress it. Don't let it eat away at you. It's going to happen naturally. So, when it happens, so there is no sense in getting stressed out about it.
I think that's exactly right. I can't add to that. I think that sometimes when people worry too much, they inhibit good hormonal flow and nutrition flow.
Because
and things
that bear
like that.
says you are ready to be mama.
Yeah, it's true.
So, hey, we wish you luck with that.
Good
Keep
luck,
us
and you'll have to let us
posted.
know.
All right. We always love to hear back from people with, the results of the readings. It's been very interesting.
Where's the rest of the deck?
I don't know.
Thank you.
And up there, too.
I know that.
Okay, Swaggy Star, you are up. And after Swaggy Star is Virgo Queen and Shuli, Libra Cusp, and Mr. Maurice. So I was talking to Mama T on the side about what I will name my new car when I win it.
Oh,
When I win it on Saturday, I'm going to call it Lucky.
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 Why not?
You're welcome, Christina.
Swaggy Star, it's your turn.
There it is.
All right. Okay. That's a good
Okay.
question.
All right, let's see what we get. We're going to throw 3 cards on that and see what we get.
When will Taurus guy open up to you? For a heart to heart.
I guess I'm going back to the mermaid for this one.
So I want to thank everybody for coming tonight and also for sticking around too. It's great when everybody's just waiting for their reading. That's what we like. Sunman says, I'm taking a nap.
His eyes are open now. He's like, why is that camera in my face?
I don't know, because you've got a good looking face. And if you liked our show, don't forget to come back Sunday if you have other questions. You can catch us Sundays 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget we have happy hour tomorrow at 3 p.m.
We are busy, busy, busy. And then I'm off to a radio station contest on Saturday.
All right, Swaggy Star.
All right, let's see what we've got. Well, it's very interesting. Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles again came up, reversed in a different deck. So we have that. We have the 3 of Swords upright, which we'll talk about that. And then we have the Chariot reversed. So one of the first things I'm going to say is this person is clearly a slow one. You know, slow in communicating. We have the Chariot there, but the Chariot's reversed, which means that, you know, he's just not able to find his footing. And I have to wonder why here. Is this someone possibly who's come out of a difficult situation? The 3 of Swords is reversed, which often indicates sorrow.
No, it isn't reversed.
What?
3 of Swords is not
I'm sorry,
reversed.
it's upright.
Yeah, that's its natural.
And that's its natural way, and that's what I meant. I'm sorry. It is a card of sorrow. Sadness. And so I wonder if they came from a broken relationship of some sort. Or maybe, you know, maybe because of, I don't know, maybe they came from a broken home, or a home where there was arguments or difficulties all the time. And so some of that carries over into maybe they're trying to just kind of protect themselves. What is the other one again? Oh, the 7 of Pentacles. But really, I almost wonder if they're about to make a move of some sort. I feel that maybe they haven't because, you know...
There's confidence issues a little bit here. And some of it's confidence, but it might also be based on the fact that there seems to have been some sort of heartbreak. It might have been about a separation, or it might be something else going on in their life that brings sorrow to them. Passings that meant a lot, that separated them in certain ways. So it's not totally clear...
And it might be, it's not totally clear when, because the Chariot is there in reverse. So I would have to tell you that this person is going to need some nudging, They're going to be nudged a little bit because they seem to be carrying...
they want to be nudged, don't they? They want to be nudged. The 7 of Pentacles sort of says they realize they've been sitting there and that things are almost going fallow. They sort of realize they need to get moving, but maybe they need external.
Maybe, here's the thing too, because of whatever past experience. Maybe it's not that they're dealing with heartache now per se, but maybe they're fearing making this move because they're afraid of getting their heart broken. Mr. O, did you catch that?
Yeah, and I'm also catching what Gina said too. Thanks for adding that, Gina. I think that's pretty interesting. I don't know if Swaggy sees that, but that's kind of interesting.
I feel like they are afraid of getting their heart broken, and maybe that's why the Chariot's reversed there. It's kind of sputtered to a stop because they're still not feeling confident enough to do it, because they don't want to get their heart broken. So they need that nudge.
I got to talk about Taurus because
I'm going to read these one.
My brother's a Taurus, and he's almost unbearable as a Taurus. But I know a lot of Taurus people, and they're the opposite of my sign, which is Scorpio. And so they're sort of like my dark twin. And the thing is that Tauruses, they really are very slow. But the thing is that when they really do find that, they're very devoted. And so maybe this is all what that's about, is the idea that sometimes they end up being afraid to fall in love because they don't want to give their heart away. They get worried about it. And they're possessive too, I admit it. Tauruses are possessive. They would never give their heart away to somebody that they didn't feel would give theirs back to them too.
So maybe they're checking you out more and, keeping tabs to learn more about you first and build up that confidence. But it seems like let's see what we get here before I go further.
Our Lenormand, which is another oracle. Oh.
Oh. Well, oh.
Okay, so I pulled the dog and Banshee pulled the mountains, and to me the dog represents loyalty that could more likely be the best friend ever, not necessarily romantic. It could be, but in our culture, society, mostly Western, we tend to think of the dog as your best friend, the person that would go to hell for you, that kind of thing. The mountain can represent obstacles, challenges, problems in your life. So I'm wondering if this informs that, right?
Yeah.
So I think that maybe the person feels they want to be your friend first, or at least, but they sort of feel like maybe it's a challenge to them to get there, or they're not sure how to get up the mountain to get there.
Yeah, I feel like there's a challenge here right now in establishing a friendly connection. And maybe that's the way it has to go, to make this person feel more comfortable, is to be more of a friend, or to maybe they're also struggling with issues of loyalty. I mean, there is this possibility that maybe they're wondering if they can commit to someone right now and be loyal. That's another possible struggle that's going on here.
So there's nothing that really doesn't suggest it won't eventually mature. It may just be very organic and take a while to get there, or semi-organic. I mean, if it's meant to be a romance, that's always there from the beginning with most men, I think.
Speaking as one.
But sometimes men decide, well, this is going to end up being friends, and so they become a good friend, or they decide they can't handle that, or sometimes it's something else.
So hang in there. I think that they're just they're struggling with, and maybe what they're worried about is that maybe they're fearing a commitment. Maybe they're fearing a commitment. They're struggling with the idea of being, it says loyalty, but of committing to a friendship.
I would only speak of personal relationships with Tauruses, and so I don't want to go there because I don't want to weigh it one way or the other. I know how some of them feel. It's a gamut. Some of them really can be very variable on that.
So let's put it this way in this perspective for you, Swaggy. This person, there's nothing in these cards that says they are not interested in you, but there's definitely some things going on with that person that's making it difficult for them to communicate that to you.
This
right
could just
now.
be saying that you're going to start with them as a friend before anything else, maybe, because that's probably what they need more than anything at this point. They just need to be able to trust somebody.
And they may need to take it slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we have for you today, Swaggy. I hope that helped you.
Thank you. And I see that Just Me has joined us. Just Me, we can put you on our list.
Oh, I don't have that yet. Okay. I have a little delay on my tablet here. Okay, welcome to the show. Let's go through the list. Hey, Virgo Queen, you are up. And then we have Ann Shuley, Libra Cusp, Mr. Maurice Jones, and Just Me. Yes, oh, and by the way, Gina, yes, Mr. O has barked. He's been a little bit better.
I have metered myself.
So he is, yeah, and I've been trying to, let him have his bark because, I have mine.
Okay, I'm going to use my Nefertari.
Okay, trying to get this new home and have our first baby. Which you feel is happening for us first and when? All right, let's see what we come up with. Good questions.
Yeah. Test the tarot reader.
Well, how do we want to do it? Do we want to do the two cards? Or
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
let's do the home and let's do the...
The baby.
Yeah. We're going to try something here for you, Virgo Queen. I'm trying to think how to say this. 1, 2. I just started bag number 3. Man, that stuff is so tasty. You should be selling this nationwide.
Then the quality might change for us. If you go into mass production,
well,
we'll
that's
just put
true.
ourselves in charge of quality control.
Yeah, we have to be the taste testers. That's right.
Look at it. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 2.
I just want to look. Hold on a minute.
So I assume this was house, this was baby.
So what is this one? The King of what?
King of Pentacles and
Okay,
Queen
got it.
of Swords.
Okay, so where the house is concerned, we have the Four of Pentacles upright,
Hmm.
and we have the Knight of Swords reversed.
So you're going to have to save some money for that house for sure. That's the Four of Pentacles. That says you're really struggling to, control your finances. The Swords, what is that? The Knight of Swords reversed maybe suggest slow down or don't rush into it. So you have to be really careful checking out properties, and or also too, it just may be saying that you will have to slow down in order to save that money to get that investment together.
Well, or it's just saying, you have to make sure, it may be saying you actually do have the resources available. It might be saying that because the Four of Pentacles is upright there. But it is saying that maybe this isn't quite the right time. There's something that's saying to don't rush into it. In other words, don't make a hasty decision just to get a house, maybe. Maybe that's what it's saying, because, you need to value this as much as, other prized possessions you have. I mean, the house is a big investment after all.
And Four of Pentacles does refer to that idea of value. A lot of times it shows somebody that's really holding on to things, but that's the idea of because of the value, because you understand the value. That value is important.
Right, see, and he just got a new job. It just seems like there's a whirlwind of stuff going on here. So, this is a big investment and it's big decisions. So
Sure.
you got to make sure you're ready for it and don't rush into anything. Now let's talk about the family here. We have the Queen of Swords upright. And then we have the King of Pentacles upright. Well, it's two people cards, which sounds like you and, your significant other here. Do you want to take that?
Well, it would sound like both you have a lot of very driven feelings and or attitudes about that. Some of that is about doing everything. And before I said this on another reading, that the Queen of Swords sort of represented a sense of precision thinking, precision judgments, decision making. The King of Pentacles maybe has that, but maybe what they really have is an ability to generate wealth or to put themselves out there in the world to be that kind of entity, to master monetary things. So these don't really address the baby issue so much, maybe as just saying that forces are there that are positive for a family or a child, because that's really what it looks like to me, is about deciding to do it and feeling like the time is right in terms of the material things. So maybe this is leaning that the baby is a more a family is a more able prospect, or something that can be more realized within the means or the framework of your abilities and your resources.
My turn?
No.
That's what I get when I let him go first. So, to me, I look at those two upright cards there, and if this is representative of the two of you, I feel that you guys are ready for family, Now, it just seems as though, this is something you've been thinking about, and this is something now that you're ready to move on. I feel that the King of Pentacles, is showing that this is a growthful time for you both. And so it almost seems like, but it's funny because it's saying like, what should come first, the home or you want a home for your child, or should the pregnancy come first? Of course, these things never work out in the order they are meant to, do they? But I feel, or the best case scenario. But I do feel like it is leaning more positive towards the family end of things, that this might happen. And I want to look at the rest of your question there. I got to go up a little bit here. New home and have our first baby.
And we see you ramen deep. So
I
we'll
feel
put you on
like
the
you
list.
may have the first baby first before you move. I really do. But let's throw some Lenormand and see if we get a picture on this. I think we're just going to throw one.
Sure.
Each.
I'm not trying to get a real feel for time. I just sort of feel like either of those could happen soon, but it seems like you're more well suited to have the family first. Oh, 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 oh. Bam, Banshee,
We get a
bam.
We get a little carried away sometimes. That's the child tile of the Lenormand. And you've got it with the sun. I think you're going baby bound, frankly. I think the baby's first, and the sun is there saying this is very successful.
Oberon if it's a boy, Banshee if it's a girl. I'm kidding, of course. Obi for short.
So that's what it looks like. I think it's very positive for the child.
To be totally honest, when a couple or any partnership relationship buys a home, or when they choose to have a child one way or the other, those are both beautiful acts of creation. And I think that these cards are just saying that you're more likely to be able to create the child now, and that it would be, a wonderful thing to do that.
Yeah. So, hey, I know we got these. I'm just curious. I don't know if you mentioned what signs you are.
They're a Taurus, or no, that was the other one.
The other one. So, because we have air sign and earth sign, and I'm just curious.
Well, somebody's a Virgo queen.
Oh, that's right.
So what's the partner? What sign are they?
Well, anyway, I just say it looks like Team Child here. So we're going to go with that. We're going to go with that and wish you a lot of luck, Virgo Queen. Good luck with that. And hey, come back and keep us posted.
Yeah.
All right, we had another person pop in, and we're at the last half hour. We're going to see if we can get everybody in. We have Ann Shuley, we have Libra Cusp, we have Mr. Maurice Jones, we have Just Me, and we have Ramandeep.
Mm-hmm.
So we will get you also.
And we have
Shuley.
Skyla.
What? Oh, Skyla too? All right, I think we're going to have to cut the list off with Skyla. We will get you in, Skyla. But that'll be the last reading for the night. All right, and Shuli,
it's your turn if you're here.
What's on T's mind regarding you? All right.
Okay. Your deck.
I haven't used this one. Let's use, or in a while anyway. Okay, Just Me, there is still 2 people in front of you. So
we'll keep the question there, though.
Yeah, you can keep the question up, so we'll find it when it's your turn.
Yeah, this is fun. We don't usually get busy on Thursday nights.
Hey, it's so good to see. Thursdays are back.
Not only that, but everybody's here when we call for them. That's wonderful.
I know. Sometimes people disappear on us.
Temporarily or otherwise.
But you know, we don't just throw one card for people here. We give a mini reading.
This is why, right, you know.
Yeah, so it takes a little bit longer.
And there's 2 of us, and we both like to talk a lot.
All right. Well, we didn't get that, but you know what? Come back sometime, Virgo Queen, and we can ask that
next
question.
Time if you can. I didn't feel one way or the other, to tell you the truth. Sometimes I do.
Okay, so the question was, what is on T's mind
And
regarding you? All right, we have the 9 of Wands upright. We have the Wheel of Fortune upright. And we have the Queen of Swords has returned upright.
Wow.
So.
Some powerhouse stuff there.
Let's see. Let's see. And you're welcome, Ramandeep. You're welcome.
Thank you, Ramandeep. Yes.
Some interesting mix of cards here. I have to ask you, Anshuli, so is this person somebody you know, or is it somebody you've just met? The Wheel of Fortune is making me wonder here.
Right, there's a random element about that that maybe suggests that, you know, maybe you don't know them really well, or it was a chance meeting, or there's just synergies or coincidences between you, but you don't really know each other.
Maybe you haven't connected yet.
The Queen of Swords suggests that there's somebody who has this precision thinking, like I say, maybe somebody who feels they need to decide something.
Okay,
they need
know
to
him
make a
from
judgment.
1 year. Okay.
Okay, so like maybe there's a decision in the offing here, or like something should be decided. The 9 of Wands also sort of acts like there's this idea of where's it going? You know, like I see this, but is there something else? The Queen of Swords is saying, I need to decide something. So I'm wondering if these are the things about you, like maybe them, like maybe you're asking in reference from their point of view, maybe their thinking now is closer to the time where maybe they want to take the connection into something else, perhaps?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I feel like the Queen of Swords may be some of this person's thoughts towards you, I feel like they find you to be a very practical minded person. They feel that you are that you're very smart. They think you're highly intelligent. And the the Nine of Wands really makes me wonder here, though, if they maybe are concerned, maybe they are struggling a little bit because I don't know if they've come out of a difficult relationship in the past, or maybe that there's just been some difficulties in their life, and they feel as though, they're kind of weary. They're kind of battle weary, and so I feel as though this is coloring their outlook on relationships at this time.
It may be that they're not the kind of person that likes to leave things to chance, like Banshee's saying there too, that sense of they understand where they've been at, the wariness there, and so they like things to be more predictable rather than a wheel of fortune. Maybe that's what they see in you, though. They might see in you that Queen of Swords energy that says a person who knows what, when, how to decide, who normally can be counted on to make right choices or think, correctly, think where the balance of things lies, not to think without informed, information.
So as I was saying about the Nine of Wands, basically they were, they might be coming out of this difficult situation, and that Wheel of Fortune, they're trying to turn their luck and their life around. I think it's possible. Do they think that you could do that for them? I'm wondering, if that's the case here.
Oh.
Because, I feel like they may think pretty highly of you.
So maybe that Nine of Wands is about the fighting.
Oh,
but
yeah,
usually,
fight. Uh-oh.
would you have considered that a serious fight? Because the Nine of Wands sort of has a serious fight energy to it. I don't know. I sort of feel like I'm sort of at a standstill with any more here, so maybe we should...
Well, I want to do the Lenormand first, and then we'll go.
Yeah, see what else it tells us. I guess I cut you off there?
You did.
That's not such a positive vibe.
Did I pick first last time?
I don't know.
I did, because I picked that child.
Ah.
Oh. 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 The Book of Love.
You're going to find out something, and I think maybe... are you two in love, or do you think that you've been skirting around it? Do you think they have been skirting around it, or you've been skirting around it? One of you may be in love with the other. Maybe you both have really strong feelings, but the book suggests really letting that come to light in a way, like opening up. Oh, there it is. It's right there in writing. We know it's true. Sorry.
Watch the microphone, too, when you do that. So, the thing is...
But you already have a pet dog, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He said we're cute and adorable.
Oh, we're cute. Okay. Anyway, so I didn't understand your joke, but at any rate, the book in the heart indicates to me that maybe you need to learn more about each other before you can really click and connect. I really feel there's like a learning, and maybe that what it's indicating to me is there's going to be a chance to do that. I have a feeling this might grow in time, and it's going to take time to develop as you get to know each other more.
A chance, as in fate? Fortune?
Maybe. I really feel this person thinks you could turn their life around, but now that you mentioned about the fight 2 days ago, I can't help but wonder if that Nine of Wands is picking that up a little bit. Because if you are familiar with the tarot by chance, and you've seen the traditional Nine of Wands, it's somebody who's battle weary. They've come out of battle, they're kind of bruised, and they're lining up and preparing for the next one. So I kind of feel like maybe they're hoping that things will change because they really think highly of you.
Yes, whether it is actually love or not, I mean, it could be a different kind of love. It could just be the love of a really strong friendship,
Yeah. So you'll have to keep us posted on this one. And feel free to come back and ask more.
I would
Good
like to know.
luck with that.
Good luck.
Libra cusp. I know I saw you in there. You are up.
There's
And
Libra
Gina,
cusp.
you are so silly. Sometimes we make people disappear.
Not tonight,
This
apparently.
could be us, apparently. We could do that, I guess. Anti-charisma.
Oh, darn, you're still here.
What? So, hey, we've been here for a long time. For those new people in the room, 40 years this November, 40-year wedding anniversary.
40 years.
45 years
First date.
in October.
Libra, that's amazing. You're welcome, Anshuli.
You saw a shooting star? Did you was it from the, what do you call it? There was that, the comets. What is it?
The Pleiades?
No, the Leonids, maybe?
Oh, okay.
Maybe? I think at this time of year. I always miss them. I keep wanting to stay up and watch them.
Right now it's Libra, and then I think it's Mr. Jones, and then you?
After Libra cusp is, yes, Mr. Maurice Jones, and then just me, and then Ramandeep and Skyla.
Don't worry, we're worth it. We're worth waiting for.
We will spend the time with you. We always, if we go into a little bit of overtime, it's all right. But we have to cut off our reading somewhere.
I'm a Scorpio. And you?
I'm an Aries, through and through.
Mars rules us. So you ought to see us when we fight.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. What I wanted to say, Libra, is you've graduated. You've gone from seeing living things, butterflies and hawks and things, to seeing celestial phenomena.
I'm not sure. I think that might have been around the time those comets were active. I think. Well, wait. What is today? Today's like the 19th. I think they were the 12th or 13th, something like that. Was when they were fully, visible. But there probably were some shooting stars, the days before, the days after. I got to see one of those once. We sat outside in a dark place and we watched them for hours. It was so amazing just to see all those different shooting stars. Wow, Libra, that's an awesome experience. Let's see.
I never mind sharing that I'm a Scorpio, and it's kind of neat that you are too.
Oh, hi, Zola. I'm sorry, you're just a little too late for a reading today. We had to cut our list off because we're going to be running into overtime now.
Yeah, we have an uncharacteristically busier Thursday night. But I'm going to show our schedule. Maybe, Zola, you can come back on Sunday or sometime. We also are having a happy hour tomorrow at 3 p.m.
draw, but it's basically it's a positive message from Spirit. So we will be doing that tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Okay, what do you got?
The Three of Wands, upright.
The Three of Wands upright. Thank you, Zola.
Hang on. Well, you tell me. I guess it's the Two of Cups. But
I believe it's the Two of Cups.
But there is not a single there's not a single cup on there.
I think it's the Two of Cups, though.
Yep.
But it's reversed?
Yeah, Two of Cups reversed.
That's pretty esoteric there.
And then the Nine of Wands.
The Nine of Wands, upright.
Upright. We got the Nine of Wands again. It's interesting how we get repeat cards, but in different decks. So,
yeah, it is.
So
we've been drawing a lot of Queen of Swords tonight.
The shooting star is indicating that, no matter what life, no matter the things life has thrown at you, don't abandon hope on achieving your goals or dreams. I feel that the Nine of Wands indicates, persevere. Just keep fighting. Keep fighting for what you want, what you believe in, regardless whether you get cooperation or help from others or not, or support. And that's where the Two of Cups comes in my opinion. And the Three of Wands is just about seeing through your goals, your plans, your visions, your dreams.
I think the Nine of Wands talks about a quiet strength that maybe others don't always even see in you. How many people would guess, looking at me, that, well, not in the last year, but that I'm a bodybuilder, that I lift weights, So sometimes we have strengths that people don't recognize. Maybe it's not a physical strength, maybe it's a mental strength. And I think that Two of Cups represents the idea that you do feel sometimes certain... What was that about?
I don't know. I just moved my hand and he freaked out.
But you do feel maybe sometimes that others don't always trust or harmonize well with you, and they don't see that. They don't see your strength. That's what that's saying too, I think, in a way. But likewise, they don't also see that you really are committed to your goal, and you should remain committed to your goal, because it really is just a matter of time before it really does happen. It is fate for you.
Oh.
You saw it, right?
Fox, right?
Yeah. So you have the letter and you have the fox.
So maybe this is a message. I feel like, if this isn't a message about getting a new job, perhaps, being employed again, this is just a message saying, because it is about work, that again, this shooting star was a message to get back to work, on your dreams, hopes, and desires, your plans.
And maybe, you will find also, too, some harmony with someone as well, because the lack of harmony that you may be feeling right now is also something that's important to you, too. And maybe the shooting star is also telling you that when you magnify to these things, when you magnify your energies, they will expand, too.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because that Two of Cups is kind of a very, a heartbreak of sorts. So, it kind of maybe is picking up on that, but it's saying, don't give up hope. And you saw a shooting star. I mean, I think right there, that's what it is saying. Don't give up hope, keep working on it. Keep persevering.
Yes.
So that's what we have for you, Libra Cusp. I hope you feel better. And if not, come to happy hour tomorrow.
We'll try our best.
We'll try our best to give you a happy message from Spirit.
Thanks, Libra.
Okay, Mr. Maurice, you are up. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Mr. Maurice.
And after Mr.
Evans
Maurice
Jones.
is just me, and then Ramandeep and Skyla. Oh, thank you. Love you too, Libra.
Thank you. And I hope Mr. Jones is here with us still.
Mr. Maurice, you are here, I hope.
Ah, there you are. Hello to you.
Okay,
Ooh.
Let's take a look at it. All
Wow,
right.
you're kind of spread out there astrologically. That's interesting. That gives you some balance or perspective, though, like you're rounded in a way. Cancer Sun, Libra Moon, and Leo Rising.
There's a lot of people I know that have just recently started jobs, which I think is great. So everybody's hiring again, I guess. So that's really good. I was debating going back to work myself, but I like retirement so much.
Just win me a car too.
Okay, I'll try. You know, my car is Sukar, Mr. O. It's your car, too.
This is true. I want to show up at work with a new car. All right, so we have 3 cards. We have the Queen of Rods or the Queen of Wands reversed. So that does kind of talk about business, perhaps. We have a King of Discs, Pentacles, coins, that kind of thing. That one's upright. And then we have the Ace of Cups, and that's upright. So I think that in time you probably will feel more comfortable and maybe feel like you really do have pleasurable feelings. You have people you care about. You like your work. It may be possible too that maybe you will also gain more authority there. Maybe you'll be more of a supervisor. Maybe you'll just have something that's more specific towards, you know, autonomy even there. The Queen of Wands reversed may be indicating that this takes a little while to get there, or not immediately fast, but it may also be just saying too that from a business point of view, maybe that kind of climate is a little bit not super friendly. I don't think it's like diabolical or anything like that, but I just sort of feel like it's not very warm in terms of maybe socializing or some more work-related camaraderie things.
Well, I might take a couple different perspectives on these cards here for you, Maurice. First of all, I think the Queen of Wands might indicate that, there may be a little bit of slowness to catching on. And what I would recommend here is don't push yourself too hard, you know. Try to realize that, you know, you can't, everything is going to take time. You're in a new environment with new people, possibly doing things that are new to you, you know, learning new routines and everything, and it's all going to take time. And if you try to go too fast or you force the issues, you know, it won't go well for you. I think patience, you know, with yourself and with others is the key. The King of Pentacles to me indicates that, I don't know, and maybe, okay, this is where I'm going to go into a couple different areas here. I feel that Mr. O is right. I think you might be able to really fit in there and do well there. I don't know if you'll get a supervisory position. Clearly, the king could indicate that. But what I do think is it means that you will finally feel like you are on top of your game there. You will feel in control. And then the Ace of Cups is indicating to me contentment, you know. There's harmony and there's contentment. This could be really a good beginning for you in an emotional way. You will get some emotional satisfaction. You know, it's just a matter of getting there and being comfortable there. Now, if I want to get a little bit more specific, I would say that maybe when you're talking about dealing with new people, because we're always dealing with different personalities on the job, there may be a woman there who may be a little bit harder to get along with. She might be a little bit more aggressive or come off as pushy, and maybe, yes, and maybe have, you know, more expectations of where you should be at now. And then I could look at that King of Pentacles and say, there is somebody there who's going to have your back, who might mentor you in some way, offer you a little bit more support, and make you feel a little bit more comfortable there.
I sort of feel what you were saying about the Queen of Wands in a more generalized way, because I sort of see this as more about the social environment. So I don't know that it was a specific person I felt, but I sort of felt like maybe there's a little bit of an off-putting in the social environment. Like you haven't totally been accepted yet. And I know how that goes. You know, I still feel like after a year, I don't totally click with 1 or 2 people where I work at. And it's a small team too, so you would think I could do better. But, you know, sometimes those are the things there. We're going to throw a Lenormand now for you. Am I first? No, I was last time.
Were you? I don't remember either.
It's okay. Oh, so this is interesting.
Oh.
So I drew,
I
drew the
this.
crossroads, and you and Banshee drew the mountain.
So basically, you know what this is telling me, Maurice? You are struggling right now. You are struggling right now finding your way there. Look at the crossroads sign. I mean, they're going every which way. And so right now you are finding it a struggle, but it is not insurmountable. Consider it just a challenge, that you have to overcome.
Right. I don't see this as being about defeat. I see this as mostly figuring out which way to go. And so maybe part of the struggle is just some of these opportunities that may are coming to you, people to hang with if you want to socially or whatever, are all choices to make. Maybe there are also choices to make about where you actually go from here. So even if it isn't supervisory, maybe they have different tasks and maybe you'll have choices.
Well, when I'm saying finding your way, I'm talking about just getting acclimated there, and
That's
also really, and so it's funny when I saw what he drew and then I drew the mountains, I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is exactly what he was talking about because right now you feel like you're a little lost, don't you? I mean, you feel a little lost dealing with people and trying to get to feel comfortable there. And I think when I see the mountains with those direction signs pointing everywhere, that's immediately what comes to mind. So it's going to take some time. But that Ace of Cups gives me the hope that you're going to persevere and feel pretty good there.
So we hope that's true.
Yeah, so keep us posted.
And hi, Gemma.
Oh, hi, Gemma. I'm sorry we don't have time to do a reading for you today. We have to close our list.
Yeah, we're actually closed now.
We're on our last 3 readings right now, and we're going into overtime.
Sorry about that, but we are on again later this week, Sunday from 2 to 4. And also we have a happy hour tomorrow at 3 p.m.
It's just a single card draw tomorrow because it's an hour show, but we give you a positive message from Spirit. And then on Sunday we do our general readings again for everybody.
So
but
maybe
thank
we
you
can
for
see
stopping
again.
in. I appreciate it. Just me, you are up. We have your question posted.
Yeah. Where was that?
Why Sagittarius doesn't like me? What are his feelings about me? Okay, and Aquarius. 3 tarot readers told me using a chain that he does not like me. Okay. What is the reason? Well, let's just see what we get. We'll just see what we pull. There is a caution here for you, though, just me. Just to let you know, the more you ask the same question, the more things sometimes can get muddled. Some of the readers, we can all be on the same path, but then sometimes we're not. It's often the case. But let's see if we can figure out why there may be problems here. Let's take a look at that aspect of it.
And I'm sorry, Shakira, we are actually closed now because we're right on our hour and we still have a couple more readings to get into. So we can't do you tonight, we're sorry.
But you come back on either Sunday or next Thursday, or you can join us at our happy hour tomorrow afternoon. We're just doing a single card pull then, but it's usually a nice uplifting message. Shuffle.
Okay, just me. Let's see if we can figure this out a little more for you.
Yeah. And I would just suggest that maybe, let's see what we get first, but you may want to let the question rest for a while, or maybe look at some other aspects of the relationship, or the potentials for the relationship, and try to let this go and see
Thanks,
what
Shakira.
happens.
I think they're on the fence.
I think they're definitely on the fence, but let's take a look here. We have the 2 of Swords upright. We have the 8 of Cups upright. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So I feel as though they're on the fence. Should they do something or not? They don't seem to, it's really weird. We've got two cards here that are in conflict with each other. The Two of Swords is a card of no movement, of standing still, and inability to make a decision, to make a move. But then we have the Eight of Cups. And if you notice in that card, the Eight of Cups is showing somebody there. They're looking down at the cups, though, aren't they?
The moon?
No, the person in the robe.
Oh, I guess you're right.
So usually with this card, we see a person who is walking away from the cups.
It's hard to say.
Let me take a look at that. Oh, yeah, it is hard to say.
It could be either.
That's the back of the robe. That is the back. So
Okay.
they are. So basically,
walking.
what I'm trying to say is, we have a card of no movement, and then we have a card of somebody walking away. I really feel like they are on the fence, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed is indicating that they may be in a bad spot right now. They may be in a bad position to take on anything at this time. It seems like they may have had a bad turn of luck.
I'm not sure what you're saying about the chain. Is the chain a particular kind of charm or some sort of vibrational thing? Is it supposed to try to induce feelings between you? I'm not really sure what you're saying there. By using a chain that he does not like me. So I'm not sure what you're referring to exactly, but I'm seeing more or less what Banshee saw here in the cards. It may not be that they don't like you. It may be that there's something that's distracting them.
I feel like they want to move away from something that has been really not working out for them. And whether that's you or whether that is something else, it just seems like something is occupying their mind right now, and they are unsure of which way to go.
I don't think this is against you. It just isn't for you. It may be that they just seem to be preoccupied with something else, what they may be moving towards or away from. And some of that may just be a sense of bad luck or things that just aren't happening for them, like a sense that they're not really making any progress. The wheel has stopped moving for them.
Now, if I had to go negative at all, it seems like a very neutral reading to me for the most part. But I feel like if I had to say something along these lines, just me, I would say that maybe it's possible that they feel you would be bad for them. Maybe that's what it is. You know, that you would be a bad choice or decision for them.
I'm getting that too, that their feelings are not clearly defined for you. Their feelings are sort of not there. It's not that they're super negative about you, but they sort of feel you maybe are keeping them from something else.
Well, or is there someone else
or that
they're
there is
interested in?
something else that they're interested in. I just don't feel that they have strong feelings for you, despite what others may have said.
Go ahead.
Oh,
I let you
Did I
go
go
first
last time?
again.
I see.
Oh. Now, why did I get that?
How are we going to put that together? So we have the snake and we have the clover. And the clover is influencing the snake. So it's the idea that some luck may help you see that there is some sort of deception or something bad there.
Through some circumstance, I don't know how to explain this. Maybe just by chance, you may uncover something that's kind of sneaky or deceptive about this person.
Maybe they want to have secret relationships with either of you, or maybe they don't want either person know, because you're mentioning a third person. Maybe they want to be secretive about all of their relationships, and that would be snake-like.
Well, they might be asking if there's a third person. I'm not sure. There could be indicated by the snake card. I will say that. And it's interesting to me, we've got all of these and that's why I say sometimes when you ask the same question a lot, then things start to get muddled. Because look what we have here. We have a card of no movement, and we have a card of movement. Then we have a card of luck, the clover, and then we have a card of bad luck, the wheel. You see what I mean? It's like it's all over the place. So, I would just say...
Give it more time.
Give it more time. And, but, I would be careful with this one, though. Maybe it needs more time because there's something yet you need to find out about this person.
Indeed, there's something you don't know here that maybe you need to know. But also, too, it seems to me that they're playing for time, too, in their own way. They're putting off something and or moving towards or away from something else. So I think you might want to wait at least a month or something like that and see where things go. I'm not saying cut off from this person, but also, think about what else could be going on.
Right. Well, right. I honestly think there is something maybe that will be revealed that you're not going to be happy about. Let's just say that. So it might be that there is another person, or there might be something else unsavory, about this person that, maybe it was a good idea that things did not move in the direction they were.
I don't know that they're confused. I sort of feel like they just have a different agenda, and it maybe hasn't totally taken you into account yet. Like maybe they just need more time to know you better too, in a way.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. This was a tough one for us because I've never seen
a lot of this
back and forth with the cards.
Yeah.
And so what I would say is they are definitely, they're not confused, but they're on the fence on what they want to do going forward. Whether they want to move on to something else, a different opportunity, a different person perhaps, or whether they want to, hook up with you. And that's the best we can tell you right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we have to move on to our next readings.
I'm sorry I can't get any clearer. I know you waited, but that's the cards sometimes. This was very ambiguous. So I do apologize for that. He may not. He may not. Or he may know what he wants and he's just not revealing that to you, and that's maybe why we got the snake tile.
Yeah, it seems like there's a bit of mystery about the person.
Yeah. All right, so that's what we have for you. Hey, Ramen Deep.
Hi, Ramen Deep, fellow Scorpio.
Did they post a question?
I don't remember. I don't think they did. If you're still here, Ramen Deep.
I hope you're oh, there you are.
All right.
What are Dashwinder's true intentions with me? Libra, Sun, and Scorpio. Oh, wow, Scorpio and Libra. Want to grab a deck?
Mm-hmm. Adrian. My parents were a Libra and Scorpio. My mom's the Scorpio, my father was the Libra. Slippery when wet.
Are they wet?
No.
No.
Give me time. I have destroyed more tarot cards accidentally with water or liquid.
Have I even done that once? I don't think I have.
You're perfect.
I know.
That's why I keep you.
Aw, you're so sweet. All right, let's see what we get here. Oh my, except I can't shuffle your cards all of a sudden. And I like shuffling this deck. What happened? Gotta do one more now. There we go. Okay. Okay, and then we'll do Skyla after Ramen Deep, and we'll call it a night.
All right. Okay, so our first card, that's the 10, isn't it?
It sure is.
The 10 of Cups. Oops.
Well, look what came up again.
Upright. 7 of Pentacles again. Upright.
And another upright.
Ace of Swords.
True intentions. Well,
from the face of it, it looks like they want to have a happy life with you. Children, home,
family,
whatever.
10 of Cups is like that. The 10 of Cups is a card of happiness and bliss, a happy home life.
It sort of represents the pinnacle.
And the 7 of Pentacles indicates,
they're pretty patient about this, maybe.
Maybe they're biding their time and hoping that they can make something happen here. But the Ace of Swords is kind of a...
Well...
It's kind of a card of action, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. Maybe this plan is going to arrive at them very soon and they're not even sure about it. Like maybe they've been thinking about things, but they haven't really seen their entryway or their path towards making a particular move of some sort.
Well, you know, it's interesting, okay, because the Seven of Pentacles is upright here, and the Ace of Swords, and I like to put those two together, I think, to say that the Seven of Pentacles is a card where a farmer is planted his crops, he's done all this work, and now he's sitting back and thinking about things. And the Ace of Swords is a card of making a decision. So I feel like maybe Dash Pinder is thinking right now about making a move soon towards telling you his intentions.
That's what I would say.
If I put these cards together, see, sometimes when the cards are very clear, they can tell a story. You know, it's very easy to see how they fit together. And other times it's not as conclusive. But this one, I think, is leading towards something, and it could be very positive if you want a relationship with this person.
You know, some of our readings have been kind of like bam, bam, they follow through really well, and it's like it makes sense to both of us, even if we're a little off. This one was probably the fastest. It's like it's really clear they want a happy life. They've been patient up to now, but maybe now
they're making a decision. And I'm hoping, you know, that is including you. So if you are dating this person now or seeing this person in some way, I think the intention is there, you know, to take this further at some point.
Well, you asked what their intentions were with you, and that's what we're seeing.
I'll go first.
Yes, I know.
Trying to mix them up good, Mr. Oh, I got it. Oh. Depends on what you get.
Oh.
These certain ones have been coming up a lot today.
So we have the anchor, and we have the bear. And if you think that maybe you haven't been giving them any signs or reason to stick around, maybe you are, or maybe you will be. And I sort of feel like they're looking to you to hold them here, or that you are the reason why they are staying where they're at. So maybe they had opportunities to go somewhere else or to do something else, but you are probably really the one that they want.
Yeah, I mean, I think here that with the anchor and the bear, that we see somebody here, if this is about their true intentions, I think they feel they want to stay with you. They feel that you are a very strong person and somebody that they could commit to be with for a while.
I'm horrified.
Oh no.
We just told you that they love you.
He says he's not interested in me, but he stalks me every day. Wow, you're giving me another way to look at this here.
Oh, really?
Well, in a way.
Which one?
Well, it could be the Lenormand, because the Lenormand, I mean, if I had to look at that in a negative way, I would say that could be somebody who's trying to have power over you, you know, is sticking around because they feel it gives them some kind of power. Wow. Who was that?
I don't know.
It was outside, though, I think.
Do you want me to go look?
No. So anyway, they have some intentions here. I can just tell you by looking at that Seven of Pentacles and that Ace of Swords, they have an intention and they are going to maybe make a move or a decision on something. And, gosh, I'm sorry to hear that, though, if he says he's not interested in you. But I would say that if you feel this is unhealthy, my advice would be is to don't give it any more power. So if this is somebody you're very worried about their intentions, don't give this power, because that's what the bear is about. And so if you can get them to feel like they have no power over you, they will go away, if that's what you want. I can tell you that. So that's what we have for you. It's really kind of interesting, though. We're having a funny moment here. Sunny, go ahead and, show the camera. Sunny has been sniffing the cat we got from Mama T. So it's kind of cute. Come back here. We have one more reading to do. So I think that's all we can tell you today. Do be careful. He has psychic attacks on you. You want him, though? Uh-oh. Well, you know, he might be feeding off.
You're confusing me, but you are a Scorpio.
I will say this. He might be feeding off of that power. If he knows you want him, he could be playing with you, and that could be what the anchor and the bear is talking about here.
Well, if I believe in myself, I feel like he wants something else with you. He wants some sort of life with you, because that's what some of this suggests to me.
And it may be that he's playing hard to get with you. I mean, you know, that's a possibility as well. So you have to decide if you really want to continue playing this game, you know, or not.
Not enough drama to keep you here, Gina?
Take care, Gina. We've kept you up late tonight. Thanks for stopping in.
Well, you know what, Ramadeen? You should probably come back and talk to some more about this at some point.
Yeah, we can explore this a little bit more.
I have to admit, I have some really confusing feelings here now that I know a little bit more.
Yeah. But I do feel like maybe if, like what Mr. O and I have thought initially is true, that he might just be playing hard to get with you.
And if he is some sort of psychic vampire, then, you know.
Yeah, I think he could be feeding. I think he could be. Wow.
Let's take this up another time, though, and ask more questions about that, the psychic vampirism.
Okay, Skyla, you are up. Thank you for waiting. You are our last reading of the night. I hope you're still here.
And good night, Gina. Good night, everybody who's been here tonight.
Good night to anybody who is leaving. We're still here for one more reading.
We're actually in overtime now. Hello, Skyla.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Okay, absolutely.
Thanks for the question.
And Ramaddeep, good luck. We'll be here, so feel free to come back. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll be notified when we go live, and you can catch our shows. Tomorrow's show's kind of more specific, though, the 1 hour show. We're going to be drawing a one card message from Spirit, which is an uplifting, motivational message. It's not a psychic reading per se in
It's
the
probably
traditional
not a
sense.
good idea to ask about a psychic vampire tomorrow.
Yeah, not a tomorrow show, but Sunday for sure. Yeah. All right. Oh, hi, Cornica. I wish I could read for you tonight, but we're doing our last reading now. We're in overtime already. So feel free to come back to one of our upcoming shows. Sunday would be good from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or we'll be back next Thursday. And we're doing a 1 hour message from Spirit tomorrow. And it's just a single card draw tomorrow.
But yeah, we're on our last reading, so we can't take you tonight. Sorry. And you're welcome, Ramadeep.
You got 3 major arcana cards, which means this is going to be a deep reading here. We've got Judgment upright.
Judgment.
We've got Strength reversed. And then we got the Hanged Man upright. Okay, so you want to know what you need to know, what opportunities are coming. I think something bigger is coming, but I feel as though maybe this is a time for you to do a little bit of soul searching. This is a time with the Hanged Man reverse that maybe you need to make some, you need to look at things from a different perspective. And I think that's where the Judgment card will help you. The Judgment card is a wake-up call. It seems as though there's something coming, some epiphany that is coming to you. And maybe that if you open your own spirit to it, you know, you dive a little deeper, you will be able to have an epiphany of some sort.
Well, when you're looking for the opportunities that might be coming to you, mostly this seems to suggest things that are of a spiritual or maybe it's a philosophical kind of connection. So maybe this could be saying, you know, have you thought about teaching? Maybe an opportunity to mentor to people, not like actually getting a degree in education, but being able to show people things, teach people things, help people understand things. So various forms of counseling, life coaching. It is possible too that some of this revolves around the idea too that you have to work hard for whatever opportunities are coming to you, and to some degree you have to have a fairly competitive attitude. So if this is really talking about normal, regular jobs that you might be able to go to, there's bound to be a certain level of competitiveness. So you need to put some of that on you. Like if you're too easygoing, you know, if somebody else gets the job and you don't care, that's not the right attitude. You need to kind of be more firm that you really are trying to achieve this too.
Well, I'm not going to, I know when you say opportunities, it doesn't necessarily mean a job, just what
Okay.
opportunities are coming. So, you know, when I look at that Strength card reversed, I'm thinking that basically what I'm seeing here, I'm going to go back to what I said about there's going to be some kind of thing that's just going to be like a wake-up moment for you, you know, like a wake up and smell the coffee kind of moment for you. And I feel it's going to change your perspective on a lot of things. That's the Hanged Man. And the Strength reversed is indicating to me that this is a time when maybe you have, I think it's going to make you realize, Strength reversed, so this wake-up call, this epiphany, this change in perspective is going to really get you moving. It's going to get you now moving aggressively in a more positive direction as to where you need to be. I know this sounds vague, so that's why I'm hoping the Lenormand might give us a little bit more. I like what Mr. O said, though, about the potentials for, helping people, doing something in a helping light.
Well, my overall gestalt of the thing here also says, too, that it will be a challenge for you to give this thing up for the better thing, so that if you're thinking that the opportunity involves making a commitment to it and letting another commitment go, that is true, that it really will be hard for you to see your way towards letting something go for this other thing. But you'll probably end up doing it. Huh. Okay, so with Lenormand, we pulled the Gentleman, which could represent you if you're male or identify that way, but it could also represent a person that maybe is around you. And then we have the Clover, which is luck, good fortune. So it may be that luck is going to favor all of this, that just somehow good timing, being in the right place at the right time might allow these opportunities. The Gentleman could be the sense of an opportunity coming to you.
So basically, I feel it's the Clover that's going to show you an opportunity, bring you an opportunity. Something is just, it's almost like I said, I feel like the Clover is tied into that Judgment card somehow. That whatever this epiphany is, and it may be that it's not going to, maybe it's not going to come from, going within. Maybe it's going to come from this Gentleman. So either some person is going to enter your life, either this is going to be a new relationship, or this is going to be somebody who's going to put an opportunity, present an opportunity to you. And it's just going to seem like such a fluke, because the Clover is kind of a card of chance, of luck, of synchronicity, of timing. Like you're being at the right place at the right time, and suddenly everything clicks. And that maybe is the wake-up moment, where you realize this is your opportunity. This is your moment to move in a positive direction.
But we have to admit that most of the cards don't really speak to real specific things. They talk more about spiritual awakenings or ponderings philosophically, that kind of thing. So
it's funny with the tarot, the major arcana really does not deal with the day-to-day life like the minor arcana does. So you've got all three major arcana cards, which are very archetypal and very much bigger picture issues. And you know what? I was going to look at the bottom card, and I did, and I thought there's going to be a minor arcana card there, so maybe I could give more info, but guess what? It's another major arcana card.
So it just says
trust.
Just trust that there is a destiny for you.
Trust the universe has your back right now, and that I feel something big is going to be happening for you. I would say this has got to be within the next 3 months, if not sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
this
soon.
is pretty immediate.
You'll have to come back and tell us.
I know. I'm sorry we couldn't give you a lot more meat to this reading either. There's been a couple readings like that tonight. But what I can tell you is this is pretty big.
Watch for it.
And it's just going to seem like fate or luck or like perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we have for you. Thank
Good
you
luck.
for waiting. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And do come back sometimes.
Well,
And maybe we can delve into this some more.
well, Miss
Alrighty.
Banshee, that was a pretty long night for us here.
I want to thank everybody for coming and asking such great questions.
Yeah.
And we hope we're able to offer some advice and assistance. And check us out again on a Thursday night. Generally, Thursday nights are slower than this, but we're glad they weren't.
Move over Thursday nights.
I know. We may have to add another one. Ooh.
Ah, you'll love it. All of you will love it.
Well, anyway, great to be with you all. Take care. We'll see you soon and stay safe out there.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.